Oh my goodness, I'm here. What is going on, everybody? I didn't really make an overlay for this. I just kind of threw something together, so I'm sorry if it doesn't look great. I wasn't able to change the color of the text on the chat box, so I had to do something that worked. So this worked. So yeah. But how are we doing today? Oh my goodness, Justine! Holy cow. I'm happy to see you. This doesn't look like Puggsy. Well, it sure is. So, I believe it. So I'm gonna do something a little different than most of you have probably ever seen me do. And I am going to do some deeper looking at of this game. I don't know. That's the best way to look at it. We're gonna do some stuff in Puggsy that you may have never seen before. Thanks for following Zalnop and Nick of Time. Stars, what's up, man? So I was gonna do the Sega CD version, but I decided not to. I feel like Sega CD version with the load times and everything just takes so long. So the first thing I want to show you guys, if you've never seen it before, is the junior mode of the game. So these levels were designed to try to like teach a kid how to play the game, how to learn the game, and everything, and it introduces the lovely physics engine that we've all come to know and love. And if you're not familiar with the game, then you get to experience that for the first time. So when you go into the first level here, it's reminiscent to the first level that you start on when you start the game normally, except for they drop a bunch of things down here, and you can kind of see when they fall in that everything works a little differently. So you know, you have your beach ball that's really bouncy. You've got your shell here that doesn't quite bounce as much. You've got your box here that's not as bouncy. You've got a gun here, you know, because Puggsy is a gangster. You can shoot stuff. You've got your balloons here, the little balloon, which doesn't do anything, really, other than make you fall a little bit slower. You drop it, it'll float up really slow. Your big balloon, which makes you go a little bit higher, a little bit faster. Sunglasses, everybody needs those, right? Cannot interact with the bottle, nope. The bottle is not an object, that's a sprite. Your sneakers, you gotta put those on to look swag. Your hearts, so if you played the game casually, you actually might pick up these hearts quite a bit. In the speedrun, you don't see me ever pick up a heart, but if you exit the screen with a heart, something will happen. I'll show you guys that. You've got the 10 kilogram weight right here, which, as you can see, doesn't go very high when you throw it and does not bounce. And in some levels, you need this to get past certain obstacles and that kind of thing. As you can see here, you can kind of climb up stuff with objects. Every object kind of works a little bit differently. If you were to do the same thing with, say, the ball here, get a different bounce here. We're going to get much higher, see? So every object acts differently with different objects. Everything interacts with one another. You hit the glasses case with the ball here, it flies way far, but not so far when you hit it with other objects. And then you got the duck, of course, everybody's favorite, duck. Duck does naughty things to you that I won't say on this channel. But so if you take the heart out of the level here, right here, look at that, heart equals life. So you get it you actually get a 1-up from taking the heart out of the exit. And there's a lot of different things that you can take out of the exit to do different things. This level here will kind of introduce you into, you know, things that you can do with the objects, such as stacking to get over obstacles and that kind of thing. And also introduces you to keys, which the key here, we'll open that and give us this coin. Are bad words banned in this channel? Out of respect for everybody here, I would like to keep it family friendly-ish. PG-13. I mean, I've seen Lord Baronman early in the morning on here, and he doesn't keep it PG-13, but that's what I would like to do. So you got all these here, too. So check this out, guys. We can stack all this stuff up. Oh, maybe not. So we can get 2 lives here and a heart, if I know how to do this right. I don't know how to do it right, though. It's going all over the place. Casper, what's going on, man? There we go. There we go. No, grab the bottom one. So this is something that you can see too. You see how Puggsy's kind of going down into this divot here? This is not completely level, so you actually have to kind of like position yourself right. Be able to pick up lower objects. Okay, there we go. Now if we lower it out, nope, we're not gonna be able to get out without both of them. Too bouncy because it's not flat. There we go. Now we will. Okay. Yay. So getting the coin out gives you 900 points, and then the 2 hearts give you lives. Everybody knows that points are very, very important. So the junior mode here just kind of eases you into it. It teaches you all the different physics and things that you're going to encounter in the game on a normal playthrough. So here we're going to see water for the first time, but we also get to see these shields. There's 2 of these shields. One of them has a short shield time and the other is a little bit longer. So if you press the A button when you're holding this, so to pick things up, B, to jump, C, to use is A. Hit the A button, now we're shiny, and we can walk right through enemies. This level will show you a little bit of the water physics that you're going to encounter. Also, you get to use a gun up here, so you can pick that up. They give you 2 guns just in case. Does invincibility cause lag? No, there's no real slowdown in this game. This game is actually really, really well optimized. Not too many frame rate drops, if any. And in the junior mode of this level, it's a lot easier. In the regular mode of this game, you have to get up here. Let's see if we can get up there. Get a running start here. It's like they don't want me up there for some reason. I actually don't know what's up there. Tessie, what's going on? Alright, so let's do it like... This is what you would do in the regular. Come down, you come up here and you throw this duck. It's on this duck. Now this is only what you do in the speedrun. And when I get to the level, the regular level in the normal game, I will show you what I mean. So this is where the door normally is on the regular level. It's not there. They just removed it. And we can also get up here. Doing that. Lambs up here. Look at that. Some scissors. What the heck do we need scissors for? They might have removed it. Alec Lover, thanks for the follow. Now, in the regular game, you can drop the scissors down here on the ground in a certain spot, and it actually cuts a hole in the ground, and you can go all the way down to take a secret exit. But it looks like they have that closed off. There it is. And never mind, it worked. Okay. There it is. All right, so it just brings you some supplies. Hearts and sunglasses. Let's go down the hole, though. Let's find out what's down here. I have no idea. Bottomless pit. Dang it. I don't know if we're going to be able to get out. I think we're stuck down here. Forever. We live down in this hole, maybe. As you can see, walls, even though they're flat, there's still some collision with the pixels, the hitboxes. You're actually able to climb, even though it's flat, you're able to climb straight up it. But a hell of a hidden teleport in Kid Chameleon, yeah. Kid Chameleon is actually another game I plan on covering in this series that I'm going to do on this channel. Alright, this level, pretty much the same as you would see it in the normal game, but give you some more options here. Also, in the regular game, this would be a secret exit. No exit there. This is the other shield that lasts a little bit longer than the yellow one. As you can see, you can run through all the enemies. This level is super generous in Junior mode. It gives you all kinds of these shields all over the place, which I didn't use, and now I have no sneakers. And this is just to show you, you know, there are some levels like this where all you're doing is avoiding enemies. Most levels you do have a puzzle to solve, though. Let's go get sneakers again really quick. So the nice thing about this game, too, is you can go back to any level that you've already been through at any time you want. But also, this game is not, it's not possible to soft lock this game. So even if you haven't beat the level, you can hit start, and you can hit A, B, and C at the same time, and exit any level at any time. So if you mess up and you throw something that you need to get over a wall or whatever, over the wall, and you're not able to get out, you can always reset at any time, no matter what. So it's very forgiving in that in that sense. Which some puzzle games aren't. Some puzzle games, you mess up, you're done. So. Yeah. This level introduces you to another mechanic that's kind of weird, where you put this coin in here, and it turns something on over here. Turns that on when you put that coin in there for a certain amount of time, and then you can light the candle. The candle becomes lit. Now it's different. Now it's on fire. And to get out of this level, you're like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Got this lit candle. The Puggsy GPS, that's the other nice thing about the game. Puggsy GPS directs you where you need to go. That arrow at the top of the screen tells you need to go to the left to get out of here. So you're supposed to figure it out. But you got this lit candle and you're looking around, you can't figure anything out. You decide, screw it, I'm just going to throw this candle right here. And oh my goodness, you lit that candle and then you got more points. And guess what? The door opened. So something that's done in the speedrun a lot is there's certain triggers that we have to hit. And you really can't see. Once you throw an object off screen, you don't know if you hit it or not. So you watch for the screen, you watch for the points at the top to change. Once the triggers hit, it'll do that. I didn't take anything out, so I didn't get any bonus points. And they give you a dumbed down version of the boss they fight at the end of the pyramid segment. And you only got to hit it twice to kill it. In the regular mode of the game, you got to hit it 7 times. Oh, look at that. Well done. You've completed the junior levels. Now play the full game. So if you want to play the full game, they just invited you to do so. Junior speedrun 100%. I don't have the world record in junior right now. I should probably take that back, huh? Probably would be a good idea for me to take that back at some point. I don't know what's going on. Excalibur's hosting. Excal, thanks for the host. I don't know the alert sounds over. Delete option, thanks for the host. Right, now we can go into the regular game. Desi, do homework. Go into the regular game. So here you are, you're stuck on the beach. You have no idea what to do if you just booted the game up. They give you a shell. The shell doesn't do anything, but you pick it up. Lookouts Girl, thank you for the host. And Lookouts Girl, hi. So you can use this shell for a lot of different things in this level. Well, you can use this shell for one thing in this level, not really different things. I mean, you can take it out and get points if you wanted to. But this level is just to get your feet wet. So you just walk out to the right. In the speed run, yo XCal, not much, man. Desi, thanks for the host. In the speed run, I actually pick this shell up and then I use it to bounce up and over this, instead of trying to time 3 jumps here to get up, which is a little clunky sometimes. So I wish I had a way to show you guys my inputs and what I'm doing, but basically you can hook an object over something. You can hold down and it'll pull Puggsy up. If you time that and a jump at the same time, along with a forward input as well, you can then do that. So that's really all you're doing, is just pressing forward, down, and jump at the same time. If you jump, you can bounce out of it and time it and get a little bit of extra height, because what happens is you can see Puggsy's arms stretch a little bit past where they're supposed to. Because if you lift this up as high as you can, normally, it only goes like that, but you can actually do to the edge. So that's something neat. And it's not that hard to execute. It looks harder to do than it is. Then we've got the second part of the beach here, which is where they introduce you to the gun, so and some enemies here. So you have 2 different options on this, obviously. You can shoot the stuff, or you can somehow find out. I don't know how you're supposed to find out to do this, but you can jump and hold down. Puggsy's feet start to sparkle, and he can basically Goomba stuff. Then you get here. So remember what I said about soft locking? If you're brand new to the game, you're trying to figure out what the heck you do here, jumping all over the place. You're trying to get up here. You can't do anything. What do I do? Well, you can jump up on top of the gun there. Or you can do this. You can hook yourself over. You can also just simply do that right here. Or you can do this. Throw it up and jump off of it. So there's a lot of different options that you have for as far as using objects to get higher in this game. The instruction booklet, I don't believe it says that, but maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't looked at the instruction booklet since I was a kid. Okay, give me a break. The beach number 3. So this is like we saw in the junior mode, but they don't solve the puzzle for you. So you got to take those barrels over here, and you got to get up there on your own. So the intended method that you're supposed to do here is they want you to drop a barrel here and jump up. In the speed run, I take a barrel and I do this. I do the bounce up there. And then in the speedrun, I also do something a little bit more advanced. So if you're familiar with TAS, which is a tool-assisted super play, which is where someone basically programs the game to play itself as optimally as possible, the TAS of this game is able to grab, drop, and regrab while moving objects in the game to fly, basically. Yeah, Zalnop, it's not actually a tool-assisted speedrun. The actual term is tool-assisted super play. But a lot of people call it tool-assisted speedrun. It means it's the same thing. So you can't do it to the same extent that the task can do. But this is one of the few objects in the game that you can actually kind of use. Every time that you grab and re-grab it, you move forward 1 frame. So you can actually kind of keep grabbing and re-grabbing this to get out a little bit quicker. Moves you forward one frame at a time. Doesn't make Puggsy move faster technically, but it makes him move forward a frame that he wouldn't normally move forward. So. Maxim, what's going on? And now on the cove here, we're gonna run into our first secret exit, and this level has a lot going on. You can go over here to the left, and I mean there is sunglasses over here if you want them, which help out a lot early in the game if you're brand new to the game. You got barrels, so you want to get up there and get that gun. Why the heck not? Let's get that gun. This bird's a jerk. Shot the bird. Get up here a little bit more, and look at that, there's a key up there. What the heck am I supposed to do to get up there? Let's do that. What the heck is this key even good for? So sneakers actually make you jump twice as high and run twice as fast. And the sunglasses give you 1 extra hit point. So if you look on screen, you don't see a hit point. If Puggsy takes a hit when he doesn't have sunglasses on, he's dead. DED dead. So if he has the sunglasses on, then he doesn't die when he gets hit. Same with the sneakers. The sneakers will also take a hit point of damage. But you don't want to take a hit point of damage, especially when you have your sneakers on. You never want to lose your sneakers. You want Puggsy to be Sneakers O'Toole, because he's not taking his sneakers off, if you can manage. But there's what happens if you take a point of damage when you don't have the sneaker, or when you have the sunglasses on. Let me hop across here. I'll show you. Oh my goodness, there you go. You're dead. You know, Elect Lover, I'm not doing it. So yeah, so you get the key here, you open this up, gives you a coin. We already know coins give us some points. Now look at that hook right there. What the heck do we need that hook for? We don't know what we need that hook for. We're just gonna jump down. Blind jump. But you saw over there to the left, there's something. Got this guy here. Jerk. So these mugs here, they have like grog in them or something, and you can actually use them. Kill stuff with it. You hit. You can also throw in it. As long as the object is sparkling, when it touches an enemy, it'll kill it. So either the object itself or Puggsy's feet. That'll kill. Also, Lord Maxon, what's going on, man? Good to see you. I just recently started doing stuff with 1-Up Heroes, but I am a superhero, as they call them in the organization. We'll go out this exit. Yay, we beat the level. But did we really beat it? Because there was that hook in that other area to the left, right? What happens if we go over there? Pick that hook up. Do your best to get over there. But if you don't do it, remember, press start. Hit all your buttons. Excalibur knows good and well what 105 is. Don't let him troll you, Tesseract. There we go. You just turn around, grab it, and pull yourself up. Some more crabs over here, or lobsters, whatever the heck these are, crawdaddies. Pull yourself up over here. Another raccoon. If you're not familiar with the backstory of Puggsy, Raccoon stole his wooden spaceship and now he's mad. He was on a rampage to get his spaceship back. You can go out the exit here. We get this lovely level here. See how it's a question mark? That means it's a secret level. So there are several secret levels in this game. It also means that it goes nowhere else. That's the end. So it doesn't branch off any further than that. So this level, there is a bunch of chests all over the place, but the exit is right here. So if you want to finish this level, that's all you do. You just walk out the exit, and you've cleared it. You see it went from yellow to white. But in the speed run, this level, for the 100% speed run, and Author Blues' path that he uses in his speed run, this level is important because you get sneakers here. This is the earliest you can get sneakers. I opt to take later sneakers, but all these boxes have different keys in them and everything. But you can take this one right here, this pink one, up to the top. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it, Tesseract. Let's not talk about that. First subject. Okay? Who the heck messaged me on Steam right now? Who is bothering me while I'm trying to do a stream here? Sorry. Zapper, there you are. Why am I on their channel? Because I'm going to be doing this on Tuesday nights, man. This is where you'll be able to find me on Tuesday nights. I'll be doing these little looks at games that I think are neat that other people may not know about and stuff. So a lot of stuff in this game is color coordinated, so this pink key only works. Yeah, that's what he wanted to see. This pink key only works on the pink chest, and then you open it up and you get some sneakers that are in a pink box. And you can use the keys all over. Each one of these boxes opens up different stuff. Excal, you can add me on Steam anytime you want. I hate days off. I sit around and do nothing. So on this level, this is the level where most people get stuck in the game. They get here, they see this bird statue, they go, "Oh, that's cool, there's a bird statue there." We're gonna do Galahad next week. Yes, Galahad will be next week. Already decided on that. You get here, you're like, what the heck is going on? There's all these monkeys, there's these barrels. The level goes this way. So, you know, arm yourself with a barrel or something. Take out the enemies. Get over here. But your GPS is still pointing to the right. You can't figure out why. Get up here, there's a key. We'll use the key. Where the heck do we use the key at? I think we use the key all the way over here. There it is. We use the key right there. Use the key. The key gives us a match. What the heck do we use a match for? Well, we saw cannon over there. So if we use adventure game logic, you'd use a match on cannon rope, right? Use. This game has a lot of like logic that you would typically see in a point-and-click adventure game, but it's not a point-and-click adventure game, so it's kind of neat. So we'll drop that there. It lights it. It shoots a cannonball and drops a bunch of barrels. Then we can get up here. You can use any object to kill him. You get up here, there's a shield. You can just run through and kill all this stuff. Die all the animals. And you get all the way over here and you find this heart. You've explored the entire level now, and you still don't know what the heck you're supposed to do to get out of here. Also, how do we get down here with all these barrels? What a pain in the butt. Wander around, and I've seen people do this on stream the first time they played the game. They don't know what the heck to do. They don't realize it, but the solution is pretty easy, but also the game has a neat feature. So you can pick up these little treasure chests at any time if you see them. And hit the use button on them. They'll start sparkling, and then it's going to pop out a hologram of what you need to reach your next goal. So you can see here, look at this. We need a beak. So we got to find the beak. No, we need a beak now. Beak's up here. Look at it, right there. Sitting there the whole time. You went and wasted your entire life on going up and to the left and everything. You have no idea. And then you put the beak on it. Oh my goodness. And the game rewards you not only by opening the door, but by giving you a coin for more points. So you can take that heart, the coin right out. Look at that. An extra life. So awesome, right? And now you get your first boss. This boss's name is Polypirate. The boss's names are not very... they're not very creative. Pretty straightforward. Most people, the first time they get here, they have no idea what to do. They wind up getting shot by the bird 7 times and dying. This fight is actually kind of similar to like a Super Mario World fight, where you have to jump on the Koopa to kind of knock them off in the direction that the platform is shaking. But instead, you're going to toss this fish. You use your B button on the fish, and it goes in whatever direction the boat is tipping. So if the boat's tipping to the right, it's going to go to the right. It's going to go to the left, whatever. If it's straight, it'll go straight up. Fish follows that trajectory. Eventually, you mess around enough, you'll figure it out. You toss it. Fish. Fishy die. So does the bird. Bird and fishy both die. There he goes. He's gone. And there you go. So you've defeated the first of the 5 World Guardians. There they are. The 5 World Guardians. And you have no idea what you're supposed to do at this point still. The game doesn't really tell you. But you'll figure it out. Then you get treated to this right here. Beautiful cutscene. This is what those stinking raccoons did. They took your ship. Where did they take it? Who knows? They took it. Those jerks. Now we're into the Red Woods. All right, so this is level. This is a pretty tricky level when you first play the game. So you've already learned. Yeah, it has cutscenes. I always skip them. Already learned you can use your treasure chest here to figure out what you need. So look at that. We need a gun to complete this level. But that gun looks blue, so maybe it's a water gun. Also, inside of all of these little huts, you can find objects. So this gun doesn't work to put that fire out. How the heck are we going to get over the fire? The Puggsy GPS is pointing to the left. We know we need to go to the left somehow. There's another gun. That's not the gun we need. Got a bird up there dropping nuts on us. Snails that want to not be our friends. A woodpecker up there. It does nothing other than just peck the tree. There's some sunglasses for extra swag. Come down here, you go up this hill, and look at that. There's a switch up here. And there's a gun, but we can't get to it. So, grab yourself an object. You can hit switches in this game with any object that you like. Use the gun to jump like in the run. No, can't do that. I'll show you that later. Any object can hit a switch in this game. Some switches, once you hit them, they stay on forever. And some switches don't. Some are like an on-off switch and some are like a weighted one. So this one right here is a weighted one. So as long as you're touching it with it, the fan will turn on. Or you can just drop the object on there. And it'll keep going. That kicks down the gun for you. Alright, and then we're going to come over here. Look at that. There's fire over here. We got a water gun. You can put out the fire with it. But our water gun's already empty and there's still one more fire left there. And you're only a little kid and you don't know what to do. So you wander around and then you realize, wait a second, what is this? That looks like a pump, right? And toss this on it. Bam! Our water gun is full again. and we can shoot the rest of the fire. Look at this, we're almost out, but how do we get up there? You got that option, you got this option. Out of there. But this level also has a secret exit. How are you supposed to know that? Who the heck knows how you're supposed to know that? There's also a couple of different ways to beat this level. So, in the speedrun, if you use the sneakers route, you grab that and you run through the fire there. You're supposed to get through it a little bit quicker. You have iframes, you can get through it. In my route, which doesn't use sneakers, you grab this box and you do a bounce off of this barrel up to here. Yourself up. Get out that way. But that's the secret level, right? So I told you guys there's a secret level. You would never ever find the secret level unless you just spent a lot of time doing this. So if you explore the level a little bit more, we have these trees here. Believe it or not, you can actually climb up these trees. The woodpecker doesn't hurt you. You can climb up the trees. This is the easy. I think I don't. Okay, maybe I do. I hate this. I hate this. I hate playing the game regular. So you can take this up. Oh my goodness, get up there. There we go. This is a lot easier with sneakers. Do all this, you get all the way up to the top there. There's a knife. The heck does Puggsy need a knife for? If you've watched the 100% speedrun, you know what the knife is for. The knife cuts the rope right here. Now the bridge is gone. Look at that. There's another exit. So now we've got another secret level here called Wabbit's World. So this is actually a homage level to another game that Psygnosis published called Wiz and Liz. It came out around the same time, and this game has several homages to it, including something we'll see a little bit later. There's just a bunch of apples in here. You can stack the apples up. You can collect them and everything. You can take them out of the level if you want. There's just a tree with a bunch of rabbits. I don't know why rabbits are in trees, but whatever. But that's all the level is. There's an exit right there. You can go up a little bit further if you take the platform. There's a gun laying around. Why in the heck is there a gun laying around? Well, because this is where, if you're an angry Puggsy, you can come and take out your frustration on rabbits by just zapping them. It's literally all this level is here for. It's for you to zap rabbits. Population control. There's too many of them, guys. There's a lot of rabbits here. It makes you feel better. Puggsy, he eats them later. You can take the platform across here. There's just some more rabbits and more trees. Huts. Another apple. I don't know why there's so many apples here. Hungry for apples. Easier if I had sneakers here, but I think I can. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special up there. I mean, you're just zapping them. It's not that violent for a kid's game. I don't think there's anything up in this tree. I don't think it's even worth trouble. Just more apples. That's all that level is. A lot of the secret levels are just kind of like showcases for different physics things. They couldn't figure out how to use some of the things that they programmed into the game in any other way, it seems. So they just made levels to showcase it. And it's gonna be really. There's some really obvious examples of that later in the game too. We need sneakers to do anything in this game because. Terrible not having sneakers. Grab them again real quick. All right. Redwoods 2. So this is a tough level for a casual player. There's a lot going on here. So the first thing you're gonna do when you come into this level is you're probably gonna pick up the gun, and you're probably just gonna start shooting stuff and trying to figure out what the heck you're supposed to do. It says to go to the right, so we'll go to the right. Try to figure this out. The axe up in that tree for some reason. Maybe we need it, maybe we don't. We don't know. There's a locked door up there, and there's a gate here. What the heck are we supposed to do? No idea. Maybe we can go up there. It's up here. Just an extra life up here. That doesn't help us at all. Go up further. Yep, nothing. Yeah, the passwords are, there's something. So, you gotta do some deductive reasoning here and try to figure this out. We obviously need a key. But where the heck do we get the key from? They wouldn't just lock a door for no reason, right? Back over here. Another bear. And there's a key up there. And a fan. So at the beginning of the game, or the beginning of the level, we saw a switch. So you think, well, maybe we hit the switch. What's that gonna do? You hit the switch, it drops the key down. But that key's still not moving. It's not coming to us. This is a fan. But there was another switch. So you have to go all the way back over here. Switch that switch on. Good game to play on a boring snowy day, yeah. Well, there we go. The fan turns on when you hit that switch. It gives you your key. So, take the key all the way back over. Get in here, and then you're like, what the heck? But you look around a little bit. See there's a ball up there. And you see this, and you think, well, maybe there's a way to break this floor. You remember seeing the axe. So, you go back all the way back over. Grab the axe. And then you think, alright, let's throw the axe at the floor here. It's not breaking it, though. It's dumb, right? Some of the puzzles in the game are dumb. Pretty obtuse. So, that's not enough. We need something heavier to break this floor. Throw the axe up here. Lets that out. Breaks the floor. Drops the weight. Out you go. So the way that I do it in the speed run, I'll show you guys. If there's anybody here who's never seen it before. Seems like there could be. The way you do it in the speed run is you do this. You drop that. Kill this one. Hit that switch. Kill the bear. You take your key. Come up here. Take this bear out. Then you're just gonna hope and pray that when you throw this key right now, it's gonna go to where it needs to go. Not really. It's a pretty precise throw. You throw it. Bam. It hits the lock. Opens it up. You don't have to worry about making 2 trips now, because when you're speedrunning, you want to go fast. I don't want to do that. That, and you get out of there. And then we are going to be off to Redwood Keep. So in my version of the speedrun, the route that I take... One second, sorry guys. My girlfriend just said goodnight to me. She's out of town, so I want to say goodnight to her. This is where we get sneakers in my route. But If you already got sneakers, you don't need to do what I do. But you actually do, because this is another level with a secret exit. So this level, you'll wander around. You see your arrow pointing down to the right. You know, you've learned to use the Puggsy GPS yet. That's where we're supposed to go. But it's never that easy in this game. There's this fan here. We can't get past it. We just can't. Just can't get past it. What the heck are we supposed to do? Saw the weight up there. So we're gonna use our thing right here to tell us what to do, and it says to get the weight too. And if you use adventure game logic, you would do the same thing. You pick up the weight to make yourself heavier. Scooting like a dog, dragging his butt. Got a ball pit here with some fans. This is just to introduce you to another mechanic that the game does here, which is allow you to use fans to kind of levitate objects to get places you wouldn't normally be able to get. You actually don't need anything here to get across. You can just jump across. If you don't have sneakers, it's a pixel perfect jump, but you can make it. But if you don't have sneakers, you can also take the ball, and you can use the ball as safety. So if you fall, you can kind of get up a couple of different ways. And there we go. We see our GPS is pointing to the right, so we're just going to keep on going to the right. There's this balloon here. All this stuff going on. You hit this. You know, what the heck is going on here? The exit is this way, and the exit's right there. What is all that stuff for? What is it for? You ask yourself. Exit the level, but now you want to figure it out. Go grab your weight again. Get past. No, I'm stuck. Oh, shh. Whoops, I'm really stuck. Good thing you can just reset the level. Unfortunately, Puggsy can't wear more than one pair of sunglasses, too. If you could wear like 3 or 4, that'd be pretty nice, I think. Here, up here. Alright. So what in the world is going on here? There's a guy up there with a key. So maybe we need that key. Now this is where the game gets a little crazy. What I'm going to do right now, there's no way to figure this out. There's no way to figure this out unless you... I don't even know. Oh boy, I messed everything up. Even I messed it up, you know, knowing exactly what to do. That's a good resource to have, Sprock, man. Do this again for the 3rd time. Take a ball with you. So that's the key here. You want to get the secret exit, take a ball with you. When you drop down here, drop that ball right here. Pick up the gun. You can shoot this stuff if you want. We got to get that key down, so we've got to take this raccoon out. Shoot that raccoon, and then the other raccoon will literally take 37 days to kick the key to you. Like, literally 37 days is what it's going to take right now. Still can't get it. Oh no. You don't want that to happen either. Now it's going to take 74 days. Come on, game. Alright, so you got this key now. And you think, what the heck do I do with the key? And here's where it gets really weird. You would never figure this out. So we hit that switch earlier, and the switch opened up this side of the floor right here. What you do is you take the balloon, you inflate the balloon, you stick it underneath there, grab the key, run over here, hit the switch, and then jump on top of the key. And then ride the balloon all the way up to the top. Right over here to the right, there's sneakers, but if you keep going higher and higher and higher, you come all the way up here, there's another door. The only way that you would ever find that exit up there is if you like used the balloon and flew all the way up there for whatever reason. It takes you to a level called Secret Tunnel. We'll come back to Secret Tunnel. We're going to keep going through the regular path here. Redwood Keep 2 has got a bunch of stuff going on. If you use that remote, you'll find different remotes in this game, and they are basically like cameras. You use them and you can see what's going on wherever the eyeball is at that it's connected to. It's usually a matching color. So if you have an orange remote, it'll go to an orange eyeball. If you have a blue one, it'll go to a blue eyeball. Takes you down there, and you see you're supposed to go down there. Something. You don't know what. And kill this guy. This guy. And then you get over here. Puggsy GPS says go to the right. You don't know what to do. You look down, you look over here, and there's all these freaking switches. All these switches. You hit them, they don't do anything. You have no idea what the heck is going on here. There's a fan. What is all of this? You have no idea. You come down here. There's this ball pit with a key. What the heck is that even? So now you gotta start trying to figure it out here. Come back up to the top. Take the remote with you. You're hitting the switches and you don't know what's going on. For whatever reason, you hit the button and then you start walking around and you realize, oh, each one of these switches does something different. One on the left does that, right. And there's another switch up there. And there's a fan at the top. So then you're like, but where the heck is the key? For the balls. Come all the way back over here. And across this, look at that, there's a key over here. Yay. The key opens all the balls here. Balls come down. Get curious. What the heck is this thing over here? So you just start throwing stuff around. And then eventually, oh my goodness, if you shoot it in there, now we figured it out. We have to get the ball, hit the switch up there. So there's a very specific set of switches that you're supposed to hit. The intended method, actually, is 4 switches. Keys are stored in balls. Is 4 switches. Because what you do there is you've got the setup that you want, where if you drop it in, it'll get to the top. You also want this last one on, because that turns the fan on. But we found that you can actually do it with 3. You just drop it straight in, get enough momentum to carry it all the way. Sometimes it'll get stuck though, like if you just toss one in there. Let me see if I can. Stuck. course, every single one's gonna hit right now. Yo, what's going on, Lux? There we go. This will probably get stuck. There we go. I didn't make it. If I would have had the remote, if I would have had that last switch on, though. If you have that last switch on, no matter how you throw it, other than if you miss it completely. I can't even do it. I can't even mess up on purpose, guys. I'm too good at the game. Can't mess up on purpose. There we go. You make it in there and the fan is blowing, it blows it all the way over there. What's interesting, though, let's just say that you get one let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna get one stuck on purpose. Not gonna be able to. I can't mess up. Anyways, if you get one stuck up there, like on that very edge, if you turn the fan on, it doesn't do anything. It's really weird. I don't know why that's the case. And now you get to come to this boss right here. Big giant raccoon. You run around, you can't figure out what the heck to do, and eventually you notice a ball coming by. Get lucky and you drop one on its head. That's pretty much it. That's the whole boss fight. You dropping balls on the raccoon's head. The worst record. Sausage, you say? Sausage is good. There's a very specific pattern that you use in the speedrun for this fight. But I'm not going to get to show that to you because you can't go back and fight bosses again. If I die to this boss, I got to go all the way back through the other level, so I'm not going to do that. It wastes a lot of time. Basically, just stand around and hope for the best. What happens when you let your furry friend play D&D and wants to be a wizard? And actually, it was 3 small raccoons and a big raccoon's outfit riding a unicycle. Because that makes perfect sense, right? Now we've defeated 2 of the Guardians. And now we get to see, what the heck are they doing with our ship now? They appear to be using it as like a porch swing or something. I'm not really sure. Now here we are, a water level. Not how you ride a spaceship. Yeah, they're raccoons. They don't know any better. So in this level, you're going to get to be introduced to the water physics in this game. And the best way that I can describe water physics in this game are like moving through maple syrup. You move way slower, you jump nowhere near as high. It's pretty bad. You would think in water you would actually jump higher, but you don't. So the physics for water are just a little weird. You run through maple syrup all the time. So it just tells us we need to go to the right. So it's a pretty easy level to figure out. There's all these things going around trying to kill you. But you just go to the right. Hope for the best. And there's the exit. There's a secret exit on this level. If I have time to show you guys later, I'll show you guys a secret exit there. Just takes you to another special level. That really serves no purpose, just like a little... the special levels are like basically mini games, really. Their second water level. This, for the longest time, used to be the most infamous level in the speedrun because the task did something that I couldn't reproduce when I first started playing the game. And that is pretty weird. So you get over here, though, where the exit says you should go. Find that you can't get out. Exit is up high. Where the heck are you supposed to go? How do you get up there? The intended method of beating this level is for you to come back over here to this pit where you started at and take these little blocks and rubber duckies. And then you are supposed to make yourself a bridge, basically. And it's been so long since I've done it this way that I don't even know that I'll be able to do it. But you take a couple of different objects with you. So let's go with 2. We want to get them close enough to each other. And do this. Actually, we'll probably need a few more because I have no sneakers. I've never swam in a tar pit. No, I've never even been to the La Brea tar pits. So this is the intended method of beating this level: is you are supposed to make a bridge basically to jump across. Once you got a few out there, what you can do, you've got a good couple there. You can jump across and grab one. Take one with you. And then drop it. Jump to the next one. Sink a little bit. Pick the next one up. And alternate over and over again until you get across. That is the intended method of beating this level. That's just a little ridiculous, right? We can agree that's a little ridiculous, right? So if you mess around with the game enough, you find that you can actually bounce out of the water. You can use those terrible physics against the game. When you eject from the water, you do so with force. So the original way that I used to complete this level when I first started speedrunning was to take the duck and do this over and over again until I could get up here. And it killed my fingers. And the task did something different. The task did something way different. Which I need sneakers to show you. If you've seen the speedrun, obviously you've seen it before. People on YouTube might view this, or people might view the VOD. Hi, YouTube. Oops, this isn't the level we want to go to. Go back here. So, Author Blues was the first one to successfully do what the task did. Which is, take this duck, throw it from this position, grab the gun, boost yourself out of the water, onto the duck, jump up, and leave the level. He was the first one to do that. And for the longest time, I said it was impossible. I can't do it. I'll never be able to do it. You're going to have the world record because I can't do it. I was so mad about it. Like, I was salty. I think Zal was probably around when I was pretty salty about it. Author Blues did, and I'm like, well, there goes my world record. I am not going to be able to hold on to the world record anymore. I had to learn how to do this to even stay competitive in the game. But once you learn how to do it, it's pretty straightforward. Domino's is on the way. What a lucky guy you are. Zal followed me today? Oh, okay. This is another level where you gotta get out of the level and figure out what the heck is going on. The chest tells you you need a balloon and you need a key. And all this stuff is trying to give you hints at what you're supposed to do here. Oh, that guy can't be killed, that's right. This guy with a top hat, can't kill him. So, you're gonna look around for a balloon. And you're not gonna know what the heck to do with this balloon. Yeah, I watched the task. I said it's not humanly possible, so we're not going to worry about trying to do it that way. And then Author Blues comes along and does it that way. So there's all kinds of stuff going on in this level. There's a secret exit and everything that I'm gonna skip showing you guys for now. I didn't realize how long it was gonna take to do this. Guess I didn't plan this out very well. It's taking way longer than I thought it would to get through levels and stuff when explaining everything. You come down here, there's this guy right here. You can kill him. And then you're like, what the heck am I supposed to do? You get mad, you hit the balloon button. Blow that balloon up. You come up here and you hit these and it opens it. And then what happens? Well, that raccoon dies instantly if he touches a trap floor. Not if he falls through it. If he touches the floor opening, he just dies. He gives you a key. Gives you the key. And bam, you're out of there. Yeah, I think that might be what I have to do, Tesseract, because there's a lot to cover. So Splinter Town 2 is where we're at now. And this is another level. It has 2 exits. But most of the levels that have 2 exits, there's a secret branching exit that leads nowhere. This is the only secret exit or double exited level in the game that in order to complete the game, you have to take both exits because it opens up a branching path. So it's a pretty straightforward level the first time through. You just want to go to the right because that's where the door is, right? Puggsy GPS says go to the right. We find the exit. Think we're good. And it leads us to the left here. You think that's all you need to do. So you can leave there and you can go to the pyramids if you want, but we know better than that. We know there's another exit here. But we're going to take to the roofs. And there's a lot of different ways you can get to the roof. The intended method for you to get to the roof is to go over here and stand on this raccoon's head, who's carrying around the basket, and jump up here. That's your intended method of getting up to the roof. And you get up here, run along, you're gonna get here. Smoke that comes out of the chimney. You're like, but wait, I can't get over there. So this is one of the few areas in the game where you do have to do a little bit of an advanced trick to get up there. You have to jump and toss this item, jump up on top of it. Only way to get up there. That's it. And you can go through and you got more chimneys or smoke. You don't want to get hit or you lose your sneakers. And there you are, a second exit. The way that level's done in the speedrun though there's two different ways. There's my method and Author Blues' method. We just have to be different. My method is to grab this box and to just clip onto the roof here like that. Which, if you get it, is the fastest way to do it possible. But not very safe, because if you miss it, you gotta run back and, you know, you gotta keep fiddle farting around with it to get up there. Of course, right now I'm hitting it every single time. There we go. I hit that time. What Author Blues does is he runs down here and he grabs this shoebox. He drops it right on the edge, right here. And then he jumps on the shoebox with the treasure chest and jumps up here, like that. So that is a lot safer. Because if you miss, you can, you know, you have the box there. It's a lot safer to do, but it's slower. So it's one of the few things. Auth does a lot of things that are faster than me, and my method of doing this roof trick is one of the few things that I do that's like a completely faster option than he's taken. Oh, one other thing about up there. So the smoke clouds, at first, everybody thought they were random. We couldn't figure out what the heck was going on with them. It just seemed like every time you would just run through there with no care in the world and hope you don't get hit and lose your sneakers. But then we found out that if you just sit here and you wait till you see that puff and then you run immediately to the right, you can run through and it's the perfect, you beat the cycle basically. But man, before we figured that out, that level was kind of rough. So now you see we got two branching paths. We got Badger Mill and we've got the pyramids. So we'll head over here to Badger Mill. And this is another level where you get into it and you start walking around and you're like, what the heck? We got a locked door over here. We got a conveyor belt that just baked bread for whatever reason. The bread is completely useless. If you put the bread back through, turns to dust, I guess. Crumbs. Can't do anything with it. Come down here. There's all this stuff down here. You have no clue what's going on. You got dancing wheat or whatever and possessed bread. Every enemy in this game has been an animal up until this point. And then for whatever reason, this one has possessed bread and dancing wheats. You pick up this. You can use this to shoot flour around, but it does nothing. Nothing at all. There's a gun down here that you could have used to kill the flour, but that does nothing. The wheat. And then you see there's our key. It's back there behind the thing. So what do? We need to get back there. You start messing around trying to get over this and find out it doesn't work. You just can't get over there. There's no way for Puggsy to fit back there. You can try all day long to get over there. You jump around and then you go, wait, what the heck just happened there? It's a match, but it's not lit. And everybody knows you got to get lit to beat the level. So, well, we got fire, so does that work? Oh my goodness, it works. So now that you've lit this thing that's totally a match or a torch and not anything else. Not anything else at all. It's not anything else at all, okay, guys? The torch. This is a wholesome game. And you're like, what the heck do I do? Eventually you get pissed off and you throw that and you hit that and... Well, if I didn't throw that bag of flour over there, we'll launch the key over here. You get the key eggs of the level. The way that you do it in the speedrun, pretty straightforward. You just come over here, run to the right. Oh, something I haven't talked about here, if you are interested in the speedrun. You can do what's called buffering inputs in this game. So, if you're not familiar with like those technical terms, you know, buffering is when you have something that's, you know, in line to happen, basically. So, in this game you can buffer an input. So what I mean by that is you can press the input before you can actually do it, and it'll do it as soon as the first frame possible. First frame possible. So in this game you can actually just hold the jump button and you're buffering your input. Every time that you can possibly jump, you're jumping. If you jump and let off and then press the jump button again, nothing will happen. But if you are holding down the jump button when you hit the ground again, it's going to do that. But the other thing that you can do is you can buffer your pickup input as well. So let's say that I just want to pick up the next object that I walk in front of. You just hold down the B button and you'll pick it up as soon as you pass it. You hold down the B button and bam, you pick it up. So when you jump at the wall there, the best thing to do is to jump at the wall while holding the B button. So jump, hold the B button, and then bam, pretty much automatically catch it. Throw it through there. Then you bring the torch over here. Walking down there is way too slow, so what we're going to do is we're going to come to the very edge here, jump, drop the torch, and I hit it perfectly to where it bounced. A little off. Just throw it up here. Gonna come down here, and I missed it, so it didn't work. Let's try it again. Can you get a close-up of the controller? Not that sexy, but sure. That should do it. It did it again. Only I could be so precise that I make an object bounce straight up and down on an arc. There we go. So it bounces down, it hits the thing, it throws the key out at you. That's the fast way to do it. And you get out of there. You don't lose your sneakers like I did. Here's the sexy controller I use, which is not that sexy. It's not that sexy. It's just a Genesis controller that you can only get in Brazil, apparently. How exactly I wound up with it, no idea. But I got it from a swap meet. Once you open up Splinter Town 2, you have a really easy method of getting extra sneakers. And now we're going to go to the most infamous level in the entire game right here. The Puggsy GPS says go to the right. I can't go to the right. There's this weird thing over here and all these coins stacked up. What the heck are you supposed to do here? Well, you're supposed to throw these coins into this chute because that makes complete sense, right? You have to get 7 coins in here normally to open the door. There's a lot of different methods that you can use to get the coins in there. You can do the standard throw. You can also stack 3 of them up, and you can dunk them in if you want. That. If you want, you can do that. Once you get 7 stacked up there, door opens and you can go to the right. And now you're met with this. Stack of stools and some fire. Behind the back, the turnaround jumper, you can do the turnaround jumper if you want. It's a lot more difficult though. But yeah, you do need to shout Kobe or LeBron, whatever. Whoever you prefer. If you're kicking it old school, you can shout Jordan. Yes. Bird. If you're that old. It's almost impossible to do that turnaround jumper, though. But you can do it. So you have to throw these stools, because that makes perfect sense, right? If you guys found a pit of fire and you need to get across it, you would definitely throw stools into it to jump on them, right? That's how you would solve that problem. Then you get over here. You're met with an eyeball and... yeah, wooden stools onto the fire to get across. You're met with an eyeball and a remote. You use the remote, you lock on to the eyeball. You see this and you're like, well, what the heck? I can't go up there. Oh, yeah. You can also get stuck up here. I forgot about this. If you try to jump up here, you can get stuck up here. I can't move, I'm stuck. It's one of the few instances in the game where Puggsy can get somewhere that he can't get out. So it's pretty cool. So, you know, you use your trick of start A, B, and C to get out of there. So I'll show you guys the you know, the rest of the level there, but I'll show you guys in the speedrun there is a trick. So for some reason we can't figure out, sometimes you can get this gate to open up with one single coin. If that one single coin bounces to a certain spot in there, and you can get it to open. And I've done a lot of work. We've had the person who did the task look at it and everything. We can't figure out precisely what makes the trigger to open the gate. But every once in a while, if you get lucky and you slam dunk one of these in here, usually the method you use is you drop one up there and you pick up another coin and you come up here and you try your best to get it to bounce. Every once in a while, it'll bounce just perfect to where, for whatever reason, it'll open the gate. And I'm pretty sure that if I tried it 15 times right now, I probably won't get a single time. But I'll try it a few times so you guys. Nothing. And yeah, it has to be a clear shoot every time, otherwise the coin doesn't bounce high enough. I think that the trick to it is getting it to bounce high enough and at the right speed. And it's really, really hard because you're doing something that the game definitely doesn't want you to do. Anytime you do something the game doesn't want you to do, it's usually hard. There's also a way that I've done it before where you can like shoot it in there and it does it too. Like I did it on accident. Yeah, you want it to drop perfectly in there. So I found actually the easiest way that I found to do it, that usually has the most success, is if I grab the first coin, set one up there. Oh, geez, and then I dropped it in on accident. Drop it up there. And then when I get up here to hit the other one, instead of like hooking over the edge there, I get up and I throw the other coin immediately. And sometimes I'll make it bounce right. I mean, it could be 7 bounces. You're right, Zal. It could be that. I never thought of that. Did we get it? We should have got it right there. It could be 7 bounces for all I know. You could be right. But we're not going to get it, so you guys won't get to see it, sorry. It happens once in a blue moon. Every once in a while it happens in a speedrun. You go for it every time because it doesn't really lose you too much time, and if you get it, it saves you like 40 seconds over shooting b-balls outside of the school. Does the world record do that? What, the 1 coin skip? No. I'm the only person ever in existence to ever have the 1 coin skip in a run ever, and it was literally in my very, very first run of the game ever that I submitted to speedrun.com. It was an hour and something long, but I got the 1 coin skip on accident. So now we come over here, we figured it out. We got to throw this eyeball over here for some reason. Maybe open this door. Throw the eyeball over there, and then there's this guy. This is the flour mouse. Carries around a bag of flour. And if you see here, there's a switch over there. He just jumps around. Every 4 seconds, he'll jump. He goes from left to right. If he hits a wall, he turns around. Or if he hits the eyeball, he turns around. So this can either go really bad or really good for you. You just need to time it right when you get it down there. Which, you know, doesn't ever happen in speedruns, but it happens every time you show this off. It happens perfectly. But I've literally lost upwards of a minute having this guy kick this around and just keep it on the right hand side the whole time. So it's a little annoying. What if you throw the eyeball in the bucket? Nothing. Also, I've tried, you know, here's something else that I've tried. I think I've tried throwing a coin down there to see if it makes it any different. And I think if I recall properly, the mouse won't actually hit anything other than the eyeball. Oh, I'm gonna get it right now, aren't I? But yeah, if you get if you throw the eyeball in there, it's gonna do nothing, and you're gonna soft lock the level because you can't get out of it at that point. But this is the best way they could think to use the throwing physics in the game, and I think it's actually a pretty neat level. Like, flower mouse aside, this is a pretty neat puzzle, and you know, for a game that came out in 1993, this is pretty advanced stuff, man. This is not something that other games were doing in 1993. I mean, this wasn't something other games were really doing at all until, like, you know, the first game I think of that had like a really fleshed out physics engine is Half-Life 2, where everything had a different kind of interaction with the world. Oh, I never exited this level, so I do need to do this. Whoops. If we were ever going to get it, that would have been it right there. Puggsy 3D, when? Who knows? Who knows when we'll ever... if we'll ever see another Puggsy game. My money would be... no. We probably won't ever see another Puggsy game. There's just some games that... we'll never get a sequel. Some characters that will never be revived. And I think Puggsy, unfortunately, as much as I love the game, and you know, a lot of people within my stream community love the game, I don't think that there's a ton of people out there that appreciate it. And as you can see here, this is a lovely thing that happens sometimes. You put 9 coins in there and it doesn't open for you. Someone could finish the Puggsy SNES game. You know, that'd be really cool if someone did, because I would definitely speedrun it. What I wouldn't do to get my hands on an Amiga system so that I could actually do a Puggsy run on Amiga. Is the IP even for sale? I don't know. You know, if we manage to get a hold of John Burton and get him on the couch for Calithon, there's a lot of questions that I'm going to ask. A non-pirate. Thank you for the host. Got a lot of questions to ask the guy. There we go. This is what a typical flower mouse time looks like. This is what it looks like right here. It goes to the right and he just keeps on kicking it to the right. What's he gonna do? Jump and kick it to the right. Then you just get up on out of there. Whoops. Curse you, flower mouse. Yeah, it's pretty bad. This level is another level where you come in and you don't know what the heck you're supposed to do. You pause. You can pause here and see. So we've got 4 switches down below. You can only see like really 3 of them because of the layer. Something that is really neat about this game is it has a background layer. It has your your regular layer that you can interact with, and it has a foreground layer also. So you've got 3 full like layers of visual stuff going on. 3 different unique layers. Some levels like this one, the background layer is only just a black background, but there are levels that have like gradient pattern or whatever going on in the background. Just kind of neat too, I think, for a fairly early 16-bit platformer. So I'll save you the boring part of all of this. You just need to get 4 flower bags to go to each switch. So each of the switches up here go towards opening the door, and then the switches down below, they change the direction that these conveyor belts move in. So you do 1 where you touch none, do 1 where you touch the first one, do 1 where you touch the middle one, and then you do 1 where you have to, oh boy, we messed up, I did it too slow. Tesseract, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. It's unfortunate that the host at the end of the night is just going to go to whoever is on the auto host list for One Up Heroes, because I'm not able to do a raid. I don't think anybody else is going to be around. You do one open, 1 first switch, 1 second switch. And then the 3rd switch and the 1st switch. We'll get to the last one. And there you go, you're out of there. And there's nothing that makes that level go faster in the speed run. That level is the same speed no matter what. There's no way to speed it up at all. Alright, here's our 3rd boss, our 3rd guardian. And just upon entering this level, you can see it looks a little daunting, to say the least. You have no idea what to do. If you just stand here, this badger right here just tosses bags of flour at you. But then you look up top and you see, well, maybe that crane does something. Start hitting switches. You hit switches and stuff does things. Eventually, you hit a switch and it moves. You hit it, it moves the other way. There's a very precise set of switches that you have to hit order you have to hit the switches in to get the crane to the perfect spot. Now I've messed it up. So you want to put it right there. And then once you get it there, you just take it up to the top and it drops the flower on it. So he's throwing his stuff at you. He's throwing his stuff at you, but you can kill him with it if you catch it. Drop it right there. Bam. Up. Right back on him. Once you get it set, you never have to move another... You don't have to touch another switch. And then you're done. That's the third boss. And look at all those points you get. Everybody loves points, right? Desi, enjoy your lurk. And there goes the pesky raccoons. Just taking off with your ship, taking it somewhere else. They gone. They gone. Bye. Is that a monkey lurk? Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll get up to the next boss. Then we'll save the rest for next week. Do all the special levels and everything next week. So this is another level where you don't know what the heck is going on. That raccoon appears to follow you, though. That's all you know. So the raccoon jumps every 4 seconds and follows you on the horizontal path, basically. You can't really see where he's going. You don't know what the heck you're supposed to do, really. There's a door there. But if you remember from other levels, a blue remote goes to a blue eyeball. The mummy here has a blue eyeball that is carrying around. So when you hit it, you can see where he's at. You can still move around. So you gotta guide this mummy through the maze here. Jump every 4 seconds. Go over this way and oh no, there's nothing that way. So come back this way and you'll jump over. You just want to get him to the end of the level here where there's a bunch of switches. Honestly, I don't think that it matters what switch this guy hits. There's 3 or 4 of them down here. As long as you don't get him to come down here. See, he goes all the way back to the beginning if you do that. What the heck? Now I'm not gonna be able to do it. Where'd the eyeball come from? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Get back up the top. Every once in a while, for some reason, there it goes. He makes the jump all the way across. I don't know what causes that. I've never been able to figure it out. Now, if you're able to get the raccoon to jump all the way across over there. Oops, we exited the level. It'll drop a coin down so you can get some extra points. So that's all it does. This is another tricky level. So you come over here. Met with a door. Got this thing here and all those portals down there. And you're just, what the heck is going on? So you start tossing balls around. As you do in Puggsy, just toss stuff around. Eventually you figure out that those balls will go down there, keep going through the chutes until they randomly land on that switch that you need it to go into. And get over here, trying to follow your Puggsy GPS, and what the heck? Got another door blocked, and we've got this one here with a raccoon in it. Walk around, and then you find this switch up here. Well, this switch opens another gate that then lets these two raccoons up here. There's two raccoons in there. One has a gun, one has a mug. The guy with the gun will only hit the switch on the right. The guy with the mug will only hit the switch on the left. You need to hit the one on the left to get this door to open. But you got to be careful though, because if you go down there before that one on the left is open, this raccoon will just chase you. You'll run into the wall there and you'll die. You have to make sure you see that mug guy hit it. In the speedrun, the most reliable method of doing this is you grab balls and you push them down like this. And try to get as many in as you can and keep running. See, I got it right there. Went in. And then you throw this up here. Hit the switch. And then the mug guy will come down and immediately turn right. And that's the first cycle of getting that. That's the fastest way you can possibly do it. But you got to be careful with the balls. If you bounce the balls around too much, then you don't get the gate open. And now we come here, and you get this thing right here that has PlayStation buttons on it for some reason. But this game came out in 1993, so it looks more like a EA logo. Electronic Arts used to have the logo with the circle, the square, and the triangle. So that's what I always thought it was when I was a kid. I was dumb kid. I thought it was for EA. I thought it was like something. The game had something to do with EA, but it didn't. As you can see, this raccoon is carrying around a circle. So we kill him and we take his circle. Well, the logical thing is try to put the circle on the circle. Works. Come down here. And there's a triangle. Get that triangle. And then you come over here. You kill this. And you go, oh man, there's the cross or whatever it is. I think. Alright. Put that there. Let's go try to find the last one. You get down here and then you see it. The square is way over there, but you can't get to it. There's no way to get to it. You can try all day long, you'll never get to it. All day long you can try. The designers of the game programmed it to where you have to use an object to get there. So what you have to do, you have to keep one of these objects. It's the easiest thing to do usually. Get the circle and the diamond or triangle. Throw them in there. Come down here. Grab it. Kill this snake and then use it to jump on. You can jump on it or you can... I think you can just set it down and jump up there. And I don't think it needs to be bouncing. Oh no, it does need to be bouncing. Okay. You can also, if you really wanted to try... You messed around with it long enough, you could get up there like that. But typically you just run down and stomp the snake and then do that and jump up. Grab this. Gotta go all the way back up to the top with it. And then you go. And there you are. You're out of level. And then you get to this boss. But we saw this boss. If you paid attention in junior mode, you already know how to fight this boss. This version just has more health. You know, if you step on the switches, it shoots a plunger. You gotta hit the nose of the raccoon there. Where that little raccoon is. while he tries to hit you with a plunger himself. That's all you do. You just do it till dead. And it's pretty straightforward. The one on the right hits the left one, the one on the left hits. There we go. He's dead. Yay. And that's our 4th Guardian. We only have 1 Guardian left. Meanwhile, he turned on that fan. And that's the whole cutscene. He turns on that fan. You have no idea what that means. Why did he turn on a fan? Nobody knows. Till later. So we got through a good portion here. We can go... Let's see here. Let's go through Secret Tunnel here. It was hot, yeah. This is probably one of the worst levels in the entire game. Now, if you look at this, you're going to be instantly perplexed. What in the heck is going on here? You've got 3 switches up here. You've got 3 balls in there. You got an eyeball. You got switches in there too. And you got all these fans. And you're like, what the heck? The game just tells me to go to the right. Just go to the right. That's how you get out of here. But you run into a door, so that doesn't work. You run into a wall. You come down here. There's a switch. What does that switch do? Find out, right? Alright, the switch did something, right? The switch opened up, but it just put us down here again. What the heck? Now what do we need to do? There's no way to get across this. You can't jump because it's literally just perfect for Puggsy to get through. So we need to build a bridge somehow. Well, check out how you make a bridge appear. You have to come back up here. Come on. And you have to make all 3 of these balls down here touch the middle switch in each lane. So when you touch this fan, or this switch, those fans turn on. When you touch this switch, those fans turn on. Or when you touch this one, those fans turn on. So your goal is to touch all of them. And look at that, I got it pretty quick actually. Pretty easy. So once all 3 of those touch, then you go back down here. Back down all the way. You hit that switch now too. And you have both the switches done. Or I should say all 4 switches touched. All 3 in the middle. That one down there. You then get this sweet walkway right across. That level takes a long time. It's pretty hard. It makes 100% speedrun pretty rough. Check out the lighthouse real quick. One secret level I'll show you guys tonight. Going this direction. So the lighthouse has 2 exits. The first of which is a pain in the butt. So we'll skip to the secret exit first. Which You're running around. You see you got all these sneakers here. You can see you can kind of get up there. There's some stuff up there, maybe. If you go up here though, all the way up to the top. Oh boy, it's a good thing there's so many sneakers down here, because you lose a lot of sneakers. Usually the best method here is you want to go up to the top, take a box of sneakers with you. Use the sneaker box to kill the things that you can, and then use the sneakers if you can't. Kill them all. When you get up all the way up to the top here, there's a flashlight. There's the exit too. You can go out if you wanted to, but the flashlight, it's got to be for something. So if you use the flashlight on boxes or vases every once in a while in this game, it'll reveal something. So look at that. And there it shows a shell. So you go back to the end over here, you just barely see up there's a shell. So you have to stack the boxes. You have to stack the boxes up high enough. Get up there. And stacking stuff in this game is just not easy. There's nothing else I have to say about it. It's not easy. Take this guy out. Grab the shell. Say shell yes like Lux. Then drop the shell onto this one right. But that's not the right one. What the heck is going on here? Wrong shell, dog. Gotta get the one with the flat bottom. Specific shell. Not just a shell, but a specific shell you need. Need the one with the flat bottom, so you gotta deal with this dumb bird up here. You have to play the game unless you stack the... Yeah, that's true too. Once you do that, it opens up a thing down here. And this is going to take you to a level called a hidden place. So this level, you come into it, it said, here is a secret room. That's it. Exit is right up here. So you're just free to walk out. If you look up there, there's a heart. There's that. But man, what else do you think you could do with these letters here? What if we took an S, H, O, damn it. Take another S because I was close to it, I grabbed it. So you can spell stuff out here. So we can spell out shoes, right? So, or we can spell out hose. But if you take an S, an H, an O, an E, and an S, it doesn't matter what order you take them out in. As long as you have that combination. You exit the level with it. If you don't have shoes and you take shoes out of the exit there, it'll give you shoes. But what are some other words we could spell here? What about if we take a C? H. Spell butts. You can't spell butts, unfortunately. And E. A. And a T. Now we've got cheat spelled out here. You guys think that'll do something? I think it'll do something. We're gonna try to cheat here. See what happens. Cheat! What the hell? Now all the text is green. And Puggsy is green now. He got sick from spelling cheat. So if you spell cheat, it turns Puggsy green for whatever reason. And it gives you unlimited lives. So if you die, it does nothing. Nothing at all. There's also... You can also spell out heroes, I believe. You're green Puggsy now. I want to make a version of this. I want to make a category of the speedrun where you have to turn green. I think it would be a pretty neat category. But you have to spell heroes wrong, unfortunately, because it's British spelling. Alec, welcome back. Flubber percent. We've got our heroes spelled out. This is how they want you to spell it. You haven't. You used to spell it like that. No second E. And when you take this one out, this spells out heroes. I think it's because you can only take 5 objects out of the door at any given time. So that's why it's spelled like that. And we get this beautiful scene with this song that you do not hear anywhere else in the game. Found another secret. This scroll text is just to say that Puggsy was written by John Burton and Andy Ingram. This is literally a secondary credit screen, essentially. Now, last night, when I was doing runs of the game, I actually had Matt Furness, who was the designer of the sound for this game, did the music and everything. And he said something along the lines of John Burton likes to show off. And I feel like he wasn't joking when he said that. I feel like John Burton really did like to show off a lot of things, so that's why they made this little thing. Because if you look, John Burton's name is mentioned like 47 times in this little cutscene. Hope you enjoy the rest of the game. There is more to it than meets the eye. Also, they spelled the wrong 2 there. A big thanks to M.R. Chudley for the use of the fluffy Fluffy, Bunny, Wabbits. There's where MRC comes through. Alright. So the level, we'll see it later. There's a level where you have to put M, R, and C on the wall. And that's the solution to why you have to do it. Mr. M.R. Chudley, who is, I believe, the designer of Wiz and Liz. Bald Wookie. I got no sausage here, man. No sausage, I'm sorry. Wookie, how you doing tonight, man? What is going on? It's 11 o'clock. We've done 2 hours. I think that it's probably a pretty good stopping point. So I think I'll call it there, and then next week we'll come back and we'll go through the last little bit of the levels. Let me spell shit. All right. PG-13. We can spell it one time because it's PG-13 here, guys. So we can spell it one time. I don't think it's going to do anything. Instantly soft locks the game. Nope, it didn't do anything. Sorry, we did that for the artistic value there. Not to be vulgar. But unfortunately, I don't have a way to raid or anything because they forgot to give me mod. Only the owner of the channel can do it. Which he's already in bed. So I'm not going to be able to raid or anything. But it was super awesome of you guys to swing by and hang out here. And I'll be doing this every Tuesday. It'll just be a little short stream. And next week I'll finish up Puggsy. And then after that, I'm going to do Legend of Galahad. And then, you know, after that, I'll open it up to suggestions about what games you guys want to see. Like, I want to do obscure games and I want to go like into depth in each level and that kind of thing and talk about them and that kind of thing. So it's completely up to you guys what direction the content takes, what you guys enjoy. Wiz and Liz would actually probably be a pretty cool one to do. I've actually never played the game before, so I would probably have to do a little bit of working through it first before I do it. But it is something that I can work on the side and then have ready to go at some point down the line. That'd be a cool one. But if you guys have any obscure games that you like really enjoy, that isn't Madden 2002 for Game Boy Color, let me know. Aladdin. You guys should also, I'm sure that everybody here is following the channel, the One Up Heroes channel, but you guys should also join the Discord, which is Bald Wookie. Thanks for following. Let's create an invite real quick. So this way you guys can see there's One Up Heroes, if you're not familiar, is a shared channel. Sprockman, thanks for following. With a bunch of streamers, a lot from the retro community, but not everybody is a retro streamer. And we do all kinds of cool stuff over here. And every once in a while, like once every few months, we're going to do a charity event over here as well. But for the most part, the main goal is, just give smaller streamers and that kind of thing a chance to grow with the community and help them out and that kind of thing. And then do some good things with the charity as well. So any of you guys who are interested in doing something on the channel, if you want, if you want to do something on the channel, you can always ask any of the organizers, which in the Discord you'll see them marked as superheroes. Get in contact with any of them if you want to do something on the channel. Whether you want to organize like a Jackbox game or whatever, you just want to do some kind of playthrough, you want to do speed runs, whatever you want to do. And, you know, maybe you're a smaller streamer and you don't get a ton of viewers. You can do some stuff on this channel and kind of, you know, get a feel for streaming to more people and that kind of thing, and help, you know, help the channel grow, but also help yourself grow. It's definitely it's definitely something that, you know, is all community based and really, you know, focused on fostering that community growth. But that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. If you want a suggestion on where you should go, let me take a look at who's live right now. We can do an unofficial raid since I can't raid. Can't officially raid. Whoever had drop the host right now, thank you for the host. Appreciate that. We're getting ready to wrap up right now. But I think, guys, unofficial raid, because oh, Dr. Mega Man's already done? Doctor, no! I was coming to you! Dr. Mega Man PhD. I was just gonna come over there. Dark Ringmaster. What is Dark Ringmaster doing, Wookie? So I don't have mod to the channel. So unfortunately I can't do an official raid. So we're gonna go do an unofficial raid. I can't host or anything. Think Kingdom Hearts 3. Alright. Why don't I see him? Where is he at? Dark Ringmaster. There he is. Kingdom Hearts 3. That sounds good to me. Dark Ringmaster is definitely a good dude. Timothy German Games and AJ the Retro Gamer, thank you so much for the follows on the channel. Appreciate that. You guys can just scroll down below the channel and figure and learn about what One Up Heroes is and what we do and everything. If anybody out there is not following my channel, if you feel like following me, you can drop me a follow right here. If you feel like it. Don't feel obligated though. But I'll be streaming over here every Tuesday. Otherwise, I stream every other night of the week over on my channel. But let's go say hi to Dark Ringmaster. I hate to do that to you, Dr. Mega Man and everybody else who just came in. And like I said, I can't host, so we can't give an official raid. But let's all go over to Dark Ringmaster's channel and say hi to him. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to finish... look at Puggsy, and then we'll figure out the next game and everything. Take it easy, everybody. It's out.